Westward Road this morning. I want to invite them to come on up and bless us with a song today.
Well, good morning, everybody. How are we today? Yes, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord this morning. I'm so happy to be here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Are you happy to be here today? Yes. I tell you, we came to worship the Lord, and we hope you did too. Come on and help us out. We come to worship the Lord. We come to worship the Lord. We come to praise His name and thank Him for everything. Oh, we come to worship Him. How about you? Next verse, you can do better. We come to worship the Lord. We come to worship the Lord. We come to praise His name and thank Him for everything. Oh, we come to worship Him. How about you? Let's set aside our differences and be of one accord. Let's give honor to the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Oh, yeah. We come to worship the Lord. We come to worship the Lord. We come to praise His name and thank Him for everything. Oh, we come to worship Him. How about you? The Lord has blessed us all so much we never could repay. He's given love to everyone with grace to make a way. He'll make a way. We come to worship the Lord. We come to worship the Lord. We come to praise His name and thank Him for everything. Oh, we come to worship Him. How about you? Jehovah, our Father, no other can be our King. He's worthy of honor. We owe Him everything. We owe Him everything. Yeah. We come to worship the Lord. We come to worship the Lord. We come to praise His name and thank Him for everything. Oh, we come to worship Him. How about you? How about you? How about you? How about you? All right, here's a chance. We come to worship Him. How about you? How about you? I think they're ready to worship the Lord. I'm so thankful for His grace today, His amazing grace, aren't you? If you know it, sing along with us. Put your hands together. Who shakes the power of sin and darkness, whose love is mighty and so much stronger, the King of glory, the King above all kings. nations with truth and justice shine like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King of glory, rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquers the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy is the King who conquers the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Sing. Worthy is the King who conquers the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain. Worthy, worthy, worthy. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross. You laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. All that you've done for me.
Come on and give him praise for all that he has done for you. Praise his name. How many of you remember Howard and Vestal Goodman from the Happy Goodman family? All the old people. I'm just kidding. I love this song. It's called Sweetest Song I Know. It talks about God's amazing grace. Help us out.
I've heard them sing, He paid the price, and Jesus for it all. I've heard them sing, I'm coming home, and hear the Master's call. I've heard them sing the modern songs and the songs of long ago. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound, it's the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, the sweetest song, the sweetest song. sweeter, sweeter song. Every family I've heard of that sound, that's washed away the blood of me. It's the sweetest sound, it's the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, sweeter, sweeter, sweeter song. Every family I've heard of that sound, that's washed away the blood of me. It's the sweetest sound, it's the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, sweeter, sweeter song. Every family I've heard of that sound, that's washed away the blood of me. It's the sweetest sound, it's the sweetest song I know. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, sweeter, sweeter, sweeter song. Every family I've heard of that sound, that's washed away the blood of me. It's the sweetest sound, it's the sweetest song I know.
Isn't that a fun song? I love that old song because it talks about God's amazing grace. He is so good. What a friend. Well, I'll tell you what, it's so good to be with you all this morning again. It's been, I think, 2 years now. We've been here the first time. Just one? All right. Well, it seems so long since we've been here. You're so great. Hey, can I introduce my family to you all? Love to do that. I'll start off with somebody who I've known for over 22 years, somebody who will clean my house when told to, mow my grass when told to, somebody who will change the oil in my car when told to. Would you welcome my wife, Kelly, everybody? Yeah, well, I tell you, you're going to be clapping here in a little bit. She can sing. I mean, she can sing. But she's not the best of cooks. I'll throw that right on out there. Kind of got a cold breeze come through. We took the kids out for Christmas, and we were looking for the perfect gift for her, and we finally found it, brought it home, and we looked all over the house for a place to hide it, and finally I heard from the other room, after a little while, one of the kids say, "Hey, Dad, I found the perfect place. Let's put it in the oven. She'll never look there."
Cute, honey. Would you please welcome the really bad teller of jokes, my husband, Scott, everyone.
It's a gift from God.
Well, since he's sharing on me, I'm going to share a story on him. We were singing in a church, and there was a little boy there who had worn his Captain America outfit. He had the mask, everything on. And while we were singing, I could just kind of tell he was messing with something in his seat. Afterwards, he came up to our table, and he said, "I made these for you." And they were Starburst candies that he had been sitting there smushing to make sailboats for us. I said, "Thank you." He said, "Yeah, the all yellow one, that one's for you. The orange and yellow one, that's for your dad and your brother." I love that.
I smacked that kid to the floor. This is our son Garrett. He is 22 years old, and we're so proud of him for dedicating his life to gospel, sharing the gospel through gospel music. Would you welcome Garrett today? Oh, well, we got some more kids. Let's bring them up. Look, you guys. We have 4 kids. I know I don't look old enough for that, but we do. We have 4 kids, and we have Garrett's 22, and our other son, stand up, Carson. This is Carson. He is 20. Are you 19 or 20? I never can get it right. He's 19. 20. He's funny. And Carson, he used to sing with us, but he's kind of a shy guy. Doesn't like to be up front. You can sit down. I know you're not enjoying this one. And he doesn't like to be up front. I tell him though, he's in college right now, and he's studying to be an airline pilot.
Wow.
Yeah, we're so proud of him. And I tell him though, in your line of work, you're going to be in front of people all day long. You might as well jump on board, folks. They don't get any better. This is Peyton, and this is my little baby girl, Peyton. She is 12 years old. Tell them what grade you're in.
6.
6th grade. Put your hands together for Peyton. And this is Cade. Cade is 10 years old. Tell them what grade you're in.
Fifth.
Fifth grade. Yeah. Make Cade welcome too, will you? We're so proud of both of them. Believe it or not, both of them came in first in their class last year.
Yay!
They're homeschooled, so it doesn't actually count.
All right, let's hear them sing one. What do you say? What a happy time.
Songs often meet us here, birds press us so, and the way it's hard to see that we have to go, but we press along and pray to a home above. Let Jesus lead us on, resting in His love.
What happy time will be
When we all get home,
over by the Christmas Eve.
never more to roam,
In the homeland of the soul.
where the joy bells shine, sing while the ages roll. What a happy time. We will labor, watch and pray as we go along, letting Jesus lead the way, keeping courage strong, knowing that we shall be drawn by His grace sublime. When we all are gathered there, what a happy time.
What happy time will be
When we all get home,
over by the Christmas Eve.
never more to roam,
In the homeland of the soul.
where the joy bells shine, sing while the ages roll. What a happy time.
What happy time will be
When we all get home,
over by the Christmas Eve.
never more to roam,
In the homeland of the soul.
where the joy bells shine, sing while the ages roll. What a happy time.
Didn't they do a good job? Yeah. He told me, Dad, I've got to get my own mic. Your breath stinks.
How many here this morning are grateful for the cross?
Amen.
And the sacrifice that Jesus made. So that one day, when you're standing in heaven, you're going to be able to say that the only way you got there was by the way of that cross.
Condemned to die on a cross for crimes He had done. He was guilty, everyone could see, but His destiny was changed as He looked to Christ and said, when your kingdom comes, remember paradise that day He stood, just like the Lord had said He would, surrounded by those who had gone before. Once said, friend, how did you come? What are the deeds you have done? With tears in His eyes, I can hear Him ringing out. There are no merits to my name, no verse I can claim. He who brought me here told me to say, I have come by the way of the cross, and I have come by the way of the cross. It is nothing I have done, it's the suffering of God
to His glorious light of love. It shone down on me, and His mercy washed all my sin away. And what He did for me that day is a price I know He paid, and by His grace I too can say, I have cried away of the cross, and I have come by the way of the cross. It's nothing I have done, it's the suffering of God's Son. I have come by the way. I see millions gathered round the throne from every kindred and tongue, those redeemed by the blood of the Lamb. The just cast their crowns down at His feet. This will be their story. This will be their song. We have cried away of the cross. We have cried away of the cross. It is nothing I have done. It's the suffering of God's Son. I have come by the
Would you sing with us? So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged exchange it someday for a crown. There is coming a day when no heartache shall come, no more clouds in the sky, no more tears. No more tears to dim the eye. All is peace forevermore. On that happy golden shore. What a day, glorious day that will be. Sing it out. What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see. When I look upon His face, the one who saved me by His grace. When He takes me by the hand and leads me through the promised land. What a day, glorious day that will be. unto us a child is given. Unto us a son is born. His name should be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. And the government shall rest upon his shoulders, and his reign shall never end. Amen. And here's the part I really like. He will reign in justice and fairness. Today, maybe you're here and you have something on your heart. Maybe you've been mistreated by someone, a coworker, maybe a friend. Maybe somebody's let you down, even in your family, and maybe you've been carrying something around for a long time. I want you to know that you do have a mighty God who's working on your side. You have a wonderful counselor who is there for you, and he is an everlasting God who will never leave. And he's the Prince of Peace, and he wants to give you peace today. He's championing for you at this very moment so that you can have peace in your heart. You don't have to carry that around any longer. So thankful for him today. And you know what? If you'll just trust in his name, he will be there every step of the way. And you'll look back in a month or two and think, I'm a little different than I was. You'll look back in a year or two and think, I am a completely different person than I was. That's because of God's amazing grace working in your life. If you'll just allow him to do the work and stop trying to do it on your own. He made a way through his cross, by his cross, but he makes a way every day through his strength and his power. We have the same power that raised Christ from the dead in us today. What a friend that is. Do not leave this place without a relationship of trusting him like that. Stop fighting those battles on your own. He's Lord today. Amen?
Amen.
Redeemer, Savior of the world, wonderful
Amen. What a friend. I'll tell you what. One day there was a man, and he was on the side of the road. He stood on the curb just like he did every day. He had no friends. He had no family. He had no one he could depend on. Completely and utterly hopeless. Until one day, along came a man who changed his life forever. And I'm so thankful today that I've met that man too. Aren't you? His name's Jesus. As I stumbled along the way, nothing new, just another day. I was hopeless and worn, tattered and torn from the abuse of this beggar's life. I was blind and confused, thrown out and used. But my life has been changed, no longer the same, 'cause I met this man. I met a man. His name is Jesus. Right from the start, he captured my heart. I'm alive, I've been born again. I was lost in iniquity, but then he came and he set me free. No longer the same, forever I'm changed since I met this man. Oh, I was lost in my sin, till he came and he took me in. Too many tears, so many years wasted and gone, but the healer passed through, and I was made new. Now my life has changed, no longer in chains, now that I met this man. Oh, I met a man. His name is Jesus. Right from the start, he captured my heart. I'm alive, I've been born again. I was lost in iniquity, then he came and he set me free. No longer the same, forever I'm changed since I met this man. Oh, 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 oh. I couldn't see him, but I felt him in. He knelt there beside me in the filthy air, and I was free. Now I am free since I met this man. His name is Jesus. Right from the start, he captured my heart. I'm alive, I've been born again. I was lost in iniquity, and then he came and he set me free. No longer the same, forever I'm changed since I met this man. Yes, I do. No longer the same, forever I'm changed since I met this man. I met a man. I met a man. Yes, I do. Aren't you thankful you made it tonight? I'm thankful that he made a way on the cross in the in His name. Amen? Come on. I heard an old story of a Savior made from glory. How He gave His life on Calvary and He saved a wretch like me. I've heard about His groaning, of His precious blood flowing. I repented of my sin and won the victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and He bought me with His redeeming blood. He loved me ere I knew Him, and all my love is to Him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood.
I heard about her marriage. He had food for me in the Lord. And I heard about the sweets of God beyond the crystal sea. And I heard the angels singing, and I know redemption story. And some sweet day I'll sing up there the song of victory.
Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and He bought me with His redeeming blood. He loved me ere I knew Him, and all my love is to Him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood. He loved me ere I knew Him, and all my love is to Him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood. Yes, He did. Stand up and sing it with us, would you? Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and He bought me with His redeeming blood. He loved me ere I knew Him, and all my love is to Him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood. He loved me ere I knew Him, and all my love is to Him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood. Cleansing
Hey, you enjoyed it so far? Praise the Lord. Great, amen. Thank you. So they'll be back in a few minutes here, right? We're going to take up an offering, folks, and for the church, and also if you want to bless them, if you want to write a check for Westward Road,
on our Christmas CD back there called The Greatest Gift. I know Christmas is over, but you need one for next year, all right? So, that has wonderful songs like that and a few other piano songs, but it also has songs with the kids on it and just great Christmas songs that you know and love, and a few new ones too. We are from Pendleton, Indiana, but I grew up in a little town called Tornado, West Virginia. Yeah, right, there we go. And thanks, Mom. No, but it is the truth that my mother, I grew up in Tornado, West Virginia, but she now lives in Hurricane, West Virginia. No joke. Yeah, and I remember we grew up in a little house on the hillside. You know, we had the creek running down by the road and all the hills. And on the hill right beside us was our little church that we grew up in. And I remember my grandma, she cleaned that church from, I think, the day she was born till the day she died. Such a faithful servant, and what an inspiration she was to me. But I remember this song, we sang this at her celebration, homecoming going celebration. It just means so much to us. And by the way, you guys can get on your phones right now, and you can search up Westward Road, and you can like our page, because we do a thing on Thursday nights. It's called Thursdays at 8 with Westward Road, and we get together and we sing songs just like this one that we're going to do, and all kind of different songs, and we just sing together. We interact with you on there as well, and we just have a great time. So check us out Thursdays at 8. Many times in my childhood, when we traveled so far, by nightfall, how weary I roam. Father's arms would slip around me gently. He'd say, "My child, we're going home." Going home, I know we home. There is nothing to hold me. I've caught a glimpse of that heavenly. Praise God, I'm going home. Now the twilight is fading, the day soon shall end. Lord, I get homesick the farther I roam. Oh, but the Father, He has led me each step on
do have at our table back there. Like Scott said, we do have our Christmas CD back there. We also have a piano prayer CD that Scott has recorded. It's just a really soft, meditative piano CD. Has songs like In the Garden, It Is Well With My Soul, Greatest Thy Faithfulness, some other really great hymns. We also have Jesus Can. And that CD has Jesus Can on it. It has I Met a Man. Have we sang anything else from that today? I don't think we have, but we had it last year, so I know several of you owned that one. We also have our brand new CD called Love Has Won. And today we have sung We've Come to Worship, This is Amazing Grace, By the Way of the Cross, Victory in Jesus are all on that CD, and a song that Garrett's getting ready to sing that we're so proud of him. He does a wonderful job with it. Each CD is $15, 2 for $25, 3 for $30, or 4 for $40. Now, if you're like a lot of people and you do not have a CD player in your car, we have 4 CDs that we have put on a thumb drive. Now, the one thing is, we only have one of these left. We have sold out of those, except for that one right there. That has 3 of the CDs that I mentioned. It has the piano CD, the Christmas CD, and Jesus Can, and an older CD called Gonna Take a Ride on there. That's the only way that you can get that CD called Gonna Take a Ride. And it's $40. We also have a DVD of Jesus Can, all of the songs from that CD that we recorded live. That's $20. And then we have 2 t-shirts back there. We have the first one that says Jesus Can. That's in 4 different colors, size small to 3X. And then we have our brand new shirt. Says Love Has Won on it. That only comes in gray, but it also from small to 3X, and each shirt is $20. If you're interested in any of that, please stop back by the table and see us. We take cash, credit cards, checks, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, you name it, we take it, including children, so please watch out.
Christ alone will I glory, though I could pride myself in battles won. For I've been blessed beyond measure, and by His strength alone I overcome. And oh, I could stop and count successes like diamonds in my hand, but those trophies could not equal to the grace by which I stand. In Christ alone I place my trust and find my glory in the power of the cross. In every victory, let it be said of me, my source of strength, my source of hope is Christ alone. In Christ alone will I glory, for only by His grace I am redeemed. Only His tender mercy could reach me on my weakness to my need. And now I seek no greater honor than just to know Him more, and count my gains as losses to the glory of the Lord. source of rain, my source of hope is Christ alone. I place my trust and find my glory in the power of the cross. In every victory, let it be said of me, my source of strength, my source of hope is Christ alone. My source of strength, my source of hope is Christ alone. Christ alone.
Has everybody had a great time so far this morning? I want to tell you guys about something real quick. How many of you have heard of Power of Grace Radio before? Alright. They are a ministry team, and they minister to a third world country, Cambodia, in a very unique and powerful way. I'm sure most of you know of Cambodia, but what you might not know or remember is back in the late 70s, they were overrun by a communist regime, led by a guy named Pol Pot. They began to deceive their own people and started leading them into fields to be tortured and murdered. You can go visit these fields in Cambodia today. They're called the killing fields. But think about that. Think about the fear that they felt as they were being led into the fields, having no hope, and many of them probably not knowing Jesus Christ. Cambodia is 97% Buddhist and less than 0.5% Christian. Because of this genocide, a lot of people were forced to get their families and their friends and find a safe place to go. Many people were forced to flee to the jungles and start communities and villages there. And there's many people that still live there today with no hope. Imagine if that was you in that situation. You had been through all of that. You're living in the jungles with no hope, and you don't know Jesus Christ. Imagine how grateful that you would be, that one person, here just enough to make sure that you heard the message of Jesus Christ. This morning you have a unique opportunity to make that a reality in somebody's life in Cambodia. For nearly 20 years, Power of Grace Radio has been going into Cambodia and giving out these radios. You might be thinking, why radio? At this point in time here in America, they're seemingly useless, kind of an outdated tool. But listen to this. One of the only stations that this radio will pick up in Cambodia is 24/7 gospel preaching, the message of Jesus Christ in their native language. So this radio that might seem useless to us can change their lives. But we need help to get these to Cambodia. We need you to partner with us and to sponsor these. To sponsor one radio is a one-time donation of $50, and you can sponsor more if you'd like to. And I know a lot of you didn't come here this morning expecting to give to a ministry like this. But I want everybody to think about how many lives we could change together. It's estimated that each radio will reach 20 to 25 people. So when they get it, they take it back to their community. They'll set it down, turn it all the way up. Everybody gathers around and listens to the message of Jesus Christ together. If you do decide to sponsor a radio, we want to give you one of our CDs or one of our DVDs for free. Come back there, get me, my mom, or my dad, and we'll get you started. There's a lot of work to be done in Cambodia, but I believe we can get it done together.
I held across, 2 nail-scarred hands, a crown of thorns on his head, his body being bruised and torn, his blood the last to be shed.
There stood a man in the crowd as she watched her son die. Her heart could hardly bear it.
nations come. This is the Lamb of God who takes away our sin. The Son of God, He is the great I am. He is Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. The King has come. This is the Lamb. This morning, He is the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world forever. Amen? Hallelujah. What a Savior. King of Kings, Lord of Lords.
An angry crowd gathered to watch this Jesus die. They had declared Him a liar. He must be crucified. What they did not realize was on the third day He would rise. Heaven came to champion His finished, and He's alive. He's alive. He's the Lamb of God who takes away your sin. The Son of God, He is the great I am. He's Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. The King has come. This is the Lamb. No other name can conquer over death, hell, and the grave. No other name is given by which we must be saved. This is the Lamb of God who takes away our sin.